Evaluation question 6. What have you learned about technologies from the process of constructing this product? So the technologies I used was Apple Macintosh MacBook laptop, an iMovie OS X Snow Leopard version, Blogger.com, iDVD OS X Snow Leopard version again, a Canon PowerShot SX220HS, that's my videoing, a Jessup's tripod, that was it, and my personal laptop. I used my personal laptop, one, because it was easier, and basically because in that way I didn't have to queue up for any laptops at school and computers at school, so it was much quicker. I can do my editing anytime I wanted, so it was a lot easier. Problems I came across was, first of all, using the iMovie, that I found at first I thought I didn't know what to do really, but then I learned what to do through making of my preliminary tasks, so eventually I got the hang of it, and iMovie was quite simple in the end, so it was good software to use, and I wouldn't have thought I think that's the best one I could have used for the editing of my film. My personal laptop, it actually broke 2 weeks before the editing was due in, so obviously that posed a lot of problems. For 4 days it was out, so I couldn't do work for 4 days. I guess that's the disadvantage of using my personal laptop, but it was a risk I was willing to take, basically. Blogger.com, I put throughout like editing and planning, and so I put all my work onto Blogger.com all at once, basically, and that's what I'm going to do in my evaluation as well. It was easy to use. I learned about it because I know, like, if I want to make a blog in the future, I know what to do now, so it's good learning, and I can use it in the future. iDVD. I worked out how to use iDVD from my preliminary task, because I actually put it on DVD. This meant I can burn the DVD quicker, so when I made my final task, I burnt it. I originally burnt it and then realised it was a mistake, so I had to do it again to share my video again and burn it again, but there was no problems there because it was simple and easy to use. My Canon PowerShot SX220HS was originally I was using a regular video recorder that I provided from school, but then when I began my filming, despite saying it had full battery, the camera actually wanted to ran out of battery. So I used my mother's camera that luckily fitted onto the Jessup's tripod. So I used it, and it would prove to be very successful in the end. At first I was a bit anxious because it's a normal handy camera. It's not actually built for videoing, but it was a HD camera with, I think, 12.1 megapixels, so it's very easy for the job. I tested it in the light and dark areas in my mother's house before I filmed, just to see if it was good enough, and it passed the test, so eventually it was a good camera to use, and so I learned how to use that properly, and the different techniques I can use for that. Jessup's tripod, it was simple to use, it's helpful. Obviously my Canon PowerShot could fit straight on that, so I could the Jessup's tripod, I kind of perfected the skills of that. Obviously I used it in preliminary tasks, so I already knew what to do, but then when I came to my final piece, I could perfect quickest way to roll it up and just do it quick and carry it, and just so I could do everything quicker. Which is basically, I was limited time when I was filming because it was getting dark. It was getting too dark, and it was cold, and it was too busy traffic. So, but the Jessup tripod was light and easy to use, so it was good for the job.